Final Destination: Bloodlines marks the franchise's long-awaited return to theaters, over a decade after Final Destination 5 in 2011. Striking a delicate balance between honoring what made the series iconic and introducing new elements, Bloodlines succeeds in reinvigorating the franchise while giving fans something they've been waiting for since the very beginning: answers about Tony Todd's enigmatic character, William J.B. Bloodworth. Bloodworth has been a fixture of the Final Destination mythos, appearing in nearly every installment. As the ominous mortician who seems to know far too much about Death's design, fans have speculated for years about who, or what, he really is. Was he Death itself? An agent of fate? Or just a man cursed with forbidden knowledge? Bloodlines finally lifts the veil on Bloodworth's past and his connection to the franchise's overarching lore, and fittingly, it's one of the last performances of Tony Todd, who passed away in 2024. Bloodworth's legacy and lingering mystique. First introduced in the original Final Destination, 2000, Bloodworth offered cryptic advice to those who had cheated Death, always warning of Death's design and the consequences of tampering with fate. Though he was absent from Final Destination 3 physically, his voice was featured via a demonic theme park animatronic, an intentional nod to his lasting presence in the series. With his deep voice and eerie calm, Todd's portrayal of Bloodworth left an indelible mark on horror fans. Many believed for years that Bloodworth was the personification of Death itself, especially given his uncanny knowledge of how its invisible hand operates. But while that theory was never confirmed in previous films, Bloodlines finally provides clarity, without robbing Bloodworth of his mystique. A prequel and a revelation. Final Destination: Bloodlines partially functions as a prequel, exploring events that took place decades before the original film. It opens in the late 1960s, with a catastrophic premonition at the Skyview Restaurant Tower, a towering glass structure finished suspiciously ahead of schedule. As Iris, a young woman enjoying a night out, witnesses the tower's horrifying collapse, her survival sets the stage for everything to come. Years later, Iris' granddaughter, Stefani, discovers a book her grandmother kept, a personal chronicle of survivors who cheated Death. Inside, she finds references to someone known only as JB, a mysterious figure who once helped Iris understand Death's design. That figure, of course, turns out to be William Bloodworth. Stefani tracks Bloodworth to a hospital morgue, where the aged mortician reveals not only his long history with Iris, but his deeper understanding of Death's rules. He confirms two known ways to cheat Death: by taking another person's life, thereby absorbing their remaining years, or by dying and being revived, temporarily resetting the design. These revelations build on lore teased in past entries, but finally give it weight and context. Bloodworth's true purpose uncovered. In a pivotal moment, Bloodworth shares how he met Iris when he was just a boy. Her brush with Death left a profound impression on him, sparking his lifelong obsession with understanding fate's design. Unlike prior films that treated Bloodworth as a mysterious outsider, Bloodlines reframes him as someone shaped by tragedy and driven by a need to understand Death rather than embody it. This revelation humanizes Bloodworth without stripping away his aura. He's not Death, but rather someone who's spent decades watching it work, studying, warning, and guiding others as best he can. His knowledge, we learn, is hard-earned, not supernatural. And his ominous demeanor? A defense mechanism formed from years of witnessing the inevitable. A poignant farewell to Tony Todd. Tony Todd's final performance as Bloodworth in Bloodlines is a fitting tribute to both the character and the actor himself. His presence in the franchise has always been more than a cameo. It's been a symbolic thread that ties the films together. Bloodlines doesn't just give fans one last chance to hear Todd's iconic voice. It gives meaning to everything Bloodworth stood for. By exploring Bloodworth's origins and motivations, the film deepens the mythology of Final Destination while also honoring the legacy of a horror icon. After 25 years, audiences finally understand why Bloodworth was always there when Death came calling and what it cost him to be that man.